Okay, I'm back again, third time. Could have been one whole video, but the first time I had to, stop it so I can go take my dog out, my actual pet dog. And then second time I had to quit because I had to answer the phone. And then now this is the third video. So yeah, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, I understand that, not everybody comes from a perfect family. Not everybody comes from a stable family. I understand that very much, and I trust me, these are things that I meditate on every day of my life. Am I overall 24/7 positive? Yes. I might not always be showing it on the outside, but yes, in some which way I am positive. In some which way I am sane and sober. Most of the time, really, I would say all the time, but definitely most of the time, if not all the time. Again, I do love and care about everybody. One of the top reasons why I make all the music that I make. Literally. And if you think I've scratched the surface yet, then you don't know my catalog. I have not scratched the surface yet with all the music that I have that's yet to come. I have not scratched the surface, but I'm very proud of my friends or my family, the R&B album that I'm currently putting together. Very happy, proud, blessed, and get excited for this album because this album is literally gonna, it's layers upon layers of, I want to say, just real, true common sense and, like I say, just friends and family and togetherness and loving people and encouraging people, because like I said, I can go ahead and go into a catalog right now, or I can go ahead and tell you what some of these songs are even based about for me, Again, most of this album was supposed to be, tribute songs. Half of it, I think, is tribute songs, really. But most of it's supposed to be tribute songs, really. But, you got to realize, well, let me go back to the broken family part. You got to realize that, or at least what I believe. It's just what I believe. If you, like I say, your life can be peaceful. Your life can be 100. And like I say, this is one of the top reasons why I do believe that God bless school and God bless all the, beauties, positive God first beauties and clean beauties and wonders, and you get the point that it provides you when it comes to, learning, building, and growing in your everyday life. But this is one of the top reasons why I'm saying, if you have multiple reports about this in almost not every local news, but you have it in news stations all over America, all over the world, that you go to school and then you come back and your family's X, Y, and Z when it comes to whether it's broken or whether it's stable, and I get that, not everybody was raised the same, majority of us, or if not all of us, are raised differently, I'm hugely into adopting one day because, like I said, I love people, I love kids, and I know I have a lot of, grace and honor and a lot of integrity to teach people and teach kids, and so forth and so forth, And, like I say, I just hope that for all of y'all who do come from broken families or just not stable families or whatever else, whatever the case is, I do hope that y'all do find some comfort, in something, God first positive, that y'all can, hopefully, find somebody that will teach you, how to keep faith, how to have faith, how to keep hope alive, how to stay positive, how to stay energetic, because I understand that some people have told me they can't ever be as positive as I am. And that's when I tell them, or I think to tell them, yes, you can. Whatever has happened in your past, let's not ignore that because it's obviously, it's something that you're struggling with and you need help with. But anybody can be as positive or even more positive than me. I would say it's hard to outdo how positive I am, but anybody can do it. You just have to have that belief in yourself that you can do it, and then you have to just find the platforms to express your positivity, and you have to figure out how what you're going to do with those platforms. How are you going to express it in those positive, influential way to where it's actually going to help people and not hurt and negatively distract people. God bless our school system, even though parts of our school system, in many cases, all across, America and all across the world, is broken, and God knows what. But that's, again, God bless America. But again, that's one of the top reasons why I'm very passionate about going into every school I can, whenever they, grant me permission to be a volunteer. That's why I'm so passionate about going into whatever school they place me in. It don't have to be one in St. John's. It don't have to be one in Duval. It could be one anywhere in this country, anywhere on this earth. I'm positive and very passionate about going into the school and doing what I can to help uplift the culture and help these kids believe in themselves. And like I say, don't you ever think that I'm about to see somebody bully somebody, not call them out, and then if I see the teacher's not doing anything whatsoever, like, there's only so many times you can, ignore certain things before, it just rams you to where it's like, hey, But my point there is, I'm not joking when I say that if I go into these schools and I see certain things happening and nobody's calling them out, nobody's correcting them, if you don't think I'll go and get that person fired, you must not know who I am. I care about kids. I care about the kids. I care about America's youth. And I will go into any school they permit me to go into and do my best to help clean up the overall culture and environment. I'm not saying I'm going to be successful. I'm not saying everybody's going to care. I'm not going to say everybody's going to listen to me. I'm not saying I'm not going to lose my life while trying, because I probably will, But at the same time, it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. I'm willing to go in there and try to do something. Like I say, and another thing, I've thought to myself, what about pushing this and that kid, in ISS or in games or whatever else. But you got to realize our prison system already has enough people in there who don't need to be in there and who just got falsely accused or whatever else. So what is it going to help pushing more people who just have whatever it is going on in their minds? What is it going to help pushing them in there too? We are a better society and culture than this, and we need to start, again, acting like it, Like I say, there's a lot of people in prison who don't need to be in there anymore. They've already served a reasonable amount of time. They've learned their lesson, and they don't need to be in there anymore. It's amazing. It's rigged. It's, God bless America, though. But you get the point of what I'm trying to make here. And like I say, I just look forward to, and I even look forward to going to some of these prisons, looking over some of these cases, and seeing what I can do as well to help get these people out. Because some of these people, again, are good people who have learned their lesson, and and successful rehab and all that other stuff, and they need to be, let back into society so they can help learn, build, and grow with everybody. You get the point. You get the point here. But again, shout out to all those people who do have broken families or who have, just the other word I said was, or just not stable families, or whatever it is that's going on within your family. Because again, obviously, all parents or most parents raise their kids different ways than the next man will. So my point with saying that is, ladies and gentlemen, that try to find somebody. Whether you go to church or not, whether you read the Bible or not, whether you even believe in God or not, try to find something and something to be proud of every day. Not only something to be proud of, but try to find somebody who can help teach you about, life's purposes and help teach you morals, help teach you values, help teach you good work ethic and skills. Try to find somebody who can help teach you and guide you, And some of y'all probably like, well, Nate, I live in a city, or I live in a household, or I live in a community, or wherever else where that's just not, like, that's just not the reality. Like, nobody here is like that, And it's like, okay, now how can I get out? Well, in that case, number one, never stop praying that God will hopefully help send somebody in there, for you. Never stop praying, number one. That's something that God can send. God can and will send somebody, in your life to help you with everything I just named. And not only that, but as well, it's also the fact of, like, trying to figure out the next thing to say here. But it's also like, again, especially if you have the internet. I mean, gold mine here. Go on the internet, go on YouTube, or go look on Google or whatever else. And again, read scriptures from the Bible, or watch how many sermons that you need to do. I mean, one of my biggest beliefs is that, of course, religion in many cases has been used to, as well, corrupt societies as well, used in the most negative and wrong ways. But if it's used in the right way, it can actually help clean up a lot of impurities within societies, and so on and so forth. So, I'm saying, and with saying that is, it's just from what I know and believe, in many ways, religion, if used in the most positive, beneficial, way it can be, it can and will help fix and solve all these problems that society's dealing with every day. One of my top mottos every day is pride myself on being God honest and real. Now, I'm not saying I live up to it 2020 every day, because I don't. But still, pride myself on being God, honest, and real. Build my legacy. Make my mark. Write my story. Try to stand out in the most positive and influential way you can. Quote me on that. In the most positive, influential way you can. To where even though your peers or whoever else might not like you or whatever else because of your positivity, you got to realize who the Almighty God is. You have to realize that. And even if you don't believe in God, you have to realize, I would say that there is, that you have to, I want to say I would say then you turn to stuff like karma then, which as well could be applied to, religion in many other cases, but you get the point. The point is, try to believe in something that will help keep you with a level-headed, whether you believe in God or religion or not, or Jesus or not. Still, try to, believe in something that will keep you level-headed. And I'm just saying, you have plenty of sermons out there that will help you with this. If you have internet at home, go look up some sermons or go look up some scriptures from the Bible and do this for yourself. Because in many cases, it's all out there. It's been out there for, a long, long time. So the point is, try to find something, something positive and God first, innovative, influential that you can, I want to say, I even already said the words 30 seconds ago, that you can believe in that will keep you level-headed. And one of the top things I told one of my little sisters, right, when it comes to everything that I've seen with her spiritual battles, and her futurely getting a man, even though now she just ends today, she just got one. So the guy who she was talking to asked her out, and she said yes. I told her ahead of time, probably about a month ago or 2 or 3 weeks ago, before she started dating the guy, yo, you need somebody who's going to walk with you, spiritually walk with you. That does mean somebody who's going to pray with you, pray for you, and read the Bible with you. And you are going to try to, every step you're going to try to take together. Again, everything I'm saying, like I said, this is preached in God knows how many sermons out there all across the internet. So my other big point there is look them up. God bless the kids, but definitely a lot of kids try to act like what I'm saying they ain't never heard before. And I'm thinking to myself, like, have you not heard this stuff before? Like, literally, have you not heard this stuff? Because I would think enough people are connected to the church, God, Jesus, and religion. I would think enough people are connected to all those things enough to where more people should be talking like this than not. That's what I personally believe, But then as I walk with, as I configure things and walk with my faith and stuff like that, I continuously get the same reminders every day that you got to realize, Nate, that not everybody, again, has the same, spiritual connections as you, and not everybody, that's one of the top things, top 3, if it's not number 1. Not everybody has the same spiritual connections as you. Not everybody believes in God the same way as you. Not everybody believes in Jesus and His teachings the same way as you. Not everybody prays the same. Not everybody believes in hopes the same. So you got to realize those right there, everything I just said, it plays into, why, more people, or certain people are not as cheery and as excited or whatever you want to call it as I am in their everyday life. Because I'm just saying, everything I'm saying, all the positivity that I spread around East High School and around St. Johns County, this is not, again, I'm not saying everybody in St. John's and everybody in East knows me. Majority people in East definitely know me, but not everybody in St. John's, so, just to let y'all know. But again, everything I'm saying, especially if you go to church, you should know that this is like an everyday thing. Not only an everyday thing, but churches should be, predominantly filled with people who somewhat think like this. I'm not saying the exact same way, but you get the point. That's one of the top reasons why motivational speeches exist, and one of the top reasons why, sermons exist, and one of the top reasons they're going to teach you, build you, mold you, and help you grow within your spirit, within your spirit and your connections with, with the Lord and the Holy Trinity, and you get the point. So again, I think I'll probably get into another quarter of this, or whatever you want to call it, later on. So thank you all for listening, watching, reviewing, and subscribing. It's me, your boy, the man, NJ to the city with the number 2 NTO. My friends and my family R&B album is soon to be completed, and we'll see what else albums come out after that. Take care. God bless. I love y'all.